So in our quest to find an inexpensive entry-level RV, I think that we have found the steal of the show. And this is a 26-foot bunkhouse that's coming in under $15,000. Hey, I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
two crazy campers. And after losing a combined weight of more than 200 pounds,
we realized we had so much more energy for activities.
Come along with us as we explore the great outdoors.
And join us on a brand new adventure. And today's adventure has led us to what I think is the steal of the Florida RV Super Show.
Listen, we've spent 4 days walking around the Florida RV Super Show, and we've been looking at all different types of RVs. This year, we really wanted to look for entry-level RVs. We wanted to find it where can the average person who does not have a lot of money, maybe hasn't done a lot of RVing, doesn't need something that they're going to live in.
Basically us.
What could they get into? And we've been looking, trying to stay under $30,000. And I think we found the steal of the show. This has got to be the best deal in the entire Florida RV Super Show. And this one is going to be a bunkhouse. So when you look at, we've been looking at RVs, $15,000 to $25,000 for a couple camper. How about a bunkhouse, a 26-foot inside bunkhouse for under $15,000?
That's also dual axle.
So we're going to take a look at the 2024 Clipper 26BH.
Okay, let's take a look and see what's on the inside. And right away, I am very happy. So I thought when I first saw this couch here, I thought it's going to be like a Murphy bed or, a flip down couch. And that's not my favorite thing. But I see there is a full bed here, and I love that they don't have a wall. They've got like a half wall, so you do have a distinction between your bedroom and your living room, and you have a curtain for privacy. So I think that this is really set up smartly. And then look at this space. You've got a nice bed, and then look at all of this room that you have as like a countertop or a nightstand rather. Plenty of space for a CPAP, your phone charging, and they do have electric on both sides, so both Joe and I will be happy. Now you are missing what we have in Eleanor, which is like a wardrobe drop down. But I'm gonna tell you, I love the fact that I still have all of this open space that I can decide how I want to store my stuff. Now you do have some overhead storage, which is really nice.
And it goes all the way through.
Yeah, the total pass through. Really nice. All right, so let's check under the bed and see what the storage looks like. All right, very nice, just enough. I mean, remember, this is a small unit. First thing I'm going to do, though, is change out the struts and put an RV mattress on here from RVmattress.com because I like to have a comfortable night's sleep. So let's move into this kind of family living space. And again, this is such a small unit, and they have put so much into it. Look at this. You have plenty of space with cup holders for you to sit here. I love it. But you also can turn this into a bed. It looks like you can just lift it up here. Yeah.
Look at that.
Look at this.
You can fit one decent sized child or larger child there, longer, or two little ones there, no problem. And there is storage underneath.
So that is really nice. And then let's move over to the sink area, which is a nice bit of space because when you close the sink, because this is a nice deep sink, but then you have plenty of prep area here while you're cooking, which I think is nice.
I'm going to tell you what I like right there is the fact that you can have two pieces.
Yeah.
So if you need a little extra counter room, you can put down one. If you need a big sink, you can just lift them both up. That's a nice little feature.
Then over here, we have the perfect size little burners so that you can actually utilize it and have space for two pans. I don't see a microwave though, and that's a little bit of a wah-wah to me.
But
you do have space. You could put one up here. They do have electric ready for it. So I would definitely be grabbing a little microwave.
And you do have plenty of room. So even if you put that microwave up there, you know, you're not going to lose space. I mean, you would have one there normally anyway.
So underneath the sink, you're going to see they've got a lot of extra storage space there. Underneath the burners as well as some pantry space right beside here. Really nice. Lots of storage because, again, this is a very small unit. Let's check out this refrigerator. Okay, now let's move back to where they have the bathroom. And I got to tell you, they've tried their hardest to give you the most amount of room in here. We've got a beautiful sink with some nice counter space, nice big mirror. So I don't see any type of medicine cabinet, which is fine. It actually makes the room feel roomier, but you do have storage in cubbies over here. Okay, so let's check out the shower area, which I actually like the depth of the shower pan down here. A lot of times when you're traveling with kids, they splash water. So I like it when it's a little bit deeper in the shower pan. So this is pretty tall. I'm 5'7.5". And I have no problem in this shower. I believe as long as Joe stays under this area here, he's going to be really comfortable. But if you're back here, it might start to get a little bit smaller if you are over 6 foot tall. I do like the placement of the toilet. You're going to have no problem closing the door and not feeling like you're going to get bumped with your elbows.
So let's have me take a look at the shower while we're in here. And let's see. Okay, so yeah, my head just hits if I'm not under the skylight. So 6 foot. It's pretty good. Wish this was just a little bit bigger. Maybe just a little bit, you know, like twice as wide. Fill up the whole space overhead. But overall, it's not too bad. At 6 foot, if you're any taller than 6 foot, you may struggle a little bit in this shower. But again, you can always kind of crouch down. You do have like your shower head on a little wand here. So, you know, rinse off, bathe off, whatever you need to do. Again, we're looking at price of this unit. You got to give up something somewhere. I mean, you are getting into a pretty decent sized unit for more than just 2 people at a very inexpensive price.
Okay, so this does have a bunkhouse element to it. So you've got bunk beds here, which I actually think give you a nice amount of headroom. Sometimes they try to fit it very, very tightly, and I think makes it too claustrophobic for the kiddos. But this gives you a nice amount of space over your head. You've got a nice window back there for whoever is on the bottom bunk. But this is a nice little bit of space. And even if you're going to use this as a couples camper, this does make for some really nice storage. Okay, so it's not indicated anywhere, but definitely there's going to be a TV mount around somewhere. So let's take a look at this dinette set, which I think is the perfect size for this camper. It converts into a bed, which is really nice because now you're talking, you've got the couch, you got 2 bunk beds, and you have a dinette that could be turned into a bed. So this is going to be really great spaces for a family. You're going to have 2 adults will be very comfortable at this dinette, and you've got a nice table space. Just the perfect size for this camper. Let's take a look at the overhead storage, which is serious. Like, I love it. This is a really great amount of space for this small unit. Now let's take a look at this air conditioning unit, which is very large for this size camper. You're definitely going to stay cool in here, which for me is very important.
So starting off here in the front, we've got a manual trailer jack. Now, once again, I'm not a big fan of the manual, but this is going to be a lightweight trailer. And again, this is a super easy fix. Harbor Freight, Amazon, less than $100. A couple of wires, you're done. We've got a single propane tank. I'd love to see this upgraded to 2. We could always put another one somewhere, but we do have 1 propane tank and a place for our batteries over here. Coming down the side, we have a 10 amp solar charge connection right here. Small pass through. Wish it was a little bit bigger, but at least it's a pass through. We do have a regular manual door here, and I wish it was a magnetic latch, but the way we're going to hold this up is just like this. Again, magnetic latch, pretty easy to add on ourselves if we need to. We do have manual stabilization jacks down here. Super easy. Get the drill attachment, zoop, 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 walk around to each one, and you'll be able to get your everything stabilized. Looking up here, we do have a small awning. I wish this awning was going the length of the RV. It's a pretty short awning. Looks like it's probably going to be about 8 to 10 feet. It'd be nice if it was going the whole thing, but it is lit up. We have a standard door with our screen. Hideaway steps right here to just kind of come up underneath the RV. Again, this is the springboard steps, but we can put a stabilization arm down here and then you can get sure footing. Here we go. This is what I'm always looking for, double axle. I'm really a big fan of having 2 axles on an RV to prevent any kind of accidents. These look like these are going to be D load range tires, so 205/75 14s. Right here we have a power outlet for anything we need outside. Pet leash right here. Look at this. We've got another under storage here, and you can actually get to this from underneath the mattress in the bunkhouse, but it's nice to have that extra storage here in the back. 6-gallon hot water tank over here. Here's your window for your bunkhouse. Standard square bumper, place to put our sewer hoses. We have a spare tire over here. And then up here, we do have connections for our Furion backup camera if we're going to put one in. One thing you will notice, again, this does not have a ladder. A lot of times on these more inexpensive units, they don't have a walkable roof. But again, you have to give up something to get the price that we're looking at. So coming down the other side, here's the other part of our pass-through. You got it right here. Now, on this side, it's a little bit narrower than the other side because right here is going to be our fresh tank fill, as well as our city water connection. And again, no black tank flush near this. Absolutely love that. Down here, we're going to have our freshwater drain right here. Nice window here. Another window over here. Here's going to be our 30 amp cable satellite in. Here's going to be our furnace. Here's going to be all of our sewer connections. So we've got our low point drain right here. All of our sewer connections right here. So while we're down here taking a look at the sewer connections, I'm seeing something I don't like. And that is, I don't like how close to the ground this is. I mean, if you look here, I wish I had a measuring, but like I'm 2 fists high off the ground, okay? So I would have liked to have seen this maybe just elbow it up just a little bit, somehow raise this up a little bit. Even if you gave me 15-inch tires, got me off the ground a little bit, but I'm less than 10 inches from here to the ground. I can see us bottoming out and having a problem there. What are your thoughts?
Okay, let's get right to it. Usually, my love is what is on the inside of the trailer. I'm always noting the little touches of luxury that I think will make camping fun. But for me, this unit is awesome because it's $15,000 and dual axle. I am all about the dual axle from a safety standpoint.
Is that your pro?
That is going to be my pro. The fact that you can get in to a unit this big for this price and a dual axle.
Yeah,
oof.
I mean, $15,000, like I've never seen a couples camper at this price that's like more than like 17, 18 feet. I mean, you're talking about a 26-foot BH. That means it's 26 feet inside, not 26 feet from tongue to back, but 26 feet inside for $15,000. But you're not supposed to do safety features with your pro. That's my job.
Right.
You're supposed to handle like the cool things, and I get the axle deal.
So what's your pro going to be?
The price.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I mean, really, like, I think you're getting a lot for your money. Yes, it is an entry-level trailer. Yes, it's an aluminum sidewall. It's not fiberglass sidewall. But again, it's $15,000. So I think you're getting a lot of room. You have a lot of room to take your kids, your grandkids. This is going to be, you could use this RV and do like a 2, 3, even month-long trip and feel really comfortable.
Well, and I mean, I know I already said my pro, but as far as the interior is concerned, they've really taken a lot of lengths to make sure that the layout still seems open, not having this wall between us, but you have a half wall, so you still feel like there's a distinction between the bedroom and the living space, the family area, and yet you don't feel like you are closed in. We're not sitting in a slide. There's no slide.
Right. Yeah, I everything about that. So what's your con?
My con is going to be no microwave. And that's a little one because we could totally buy a microwave and put it into this unit. But when it's clearly something that's set up for a family, I mean, you've got a lot of little extra sleeping spaces for the kiddos, you're gonna need a microwave in order to feed everybody. So the fact that you don't have an oven, which I understand, usually those are useless anyway, but you don't have a microwave, I would love to see a microwave.
So we had to move outside because people kept coming in and out of the RV because it's an RV show,
Yeah,
right?
of course.
So I want to turn your con into a pro.
Go for it.
Okay, so your con is that there's no microwave, right?
Yes.
Okay, there's wiring for a microwave.
Yes, there is.
There's an outlet for a microwave. There's space for a microwave. That's why there's 2 cabinet doors, right? There
So-
should be a microwave in one of those spots.
What I'm hearing you say is just go to Walmart and get yourself a cheap microwave and not have a $500 extra bill on this camper.
If they put a microwave in here, this RV is absolutely $500 more. It's $15,500.
Well, there's so much to love on here. I had to go ticky-tack. So what about you? What is a con you're going to find with this?
And like you said, there's a lot to love in here. Now, listen, if you want to go through this RV, I can give you lots of things wrong with the RV. I wish it had bigger tires. I wish the dinette seated more than 2 people for an RV that sleeps 6. I mean, there's a lot of things, but you have to look at $15,000 RV. This is not a $25,000, $35,000, $45,000, $55,000 RV. So you're going to have to cut out a lot. But this to me is probably a really big con. And that is, I don't like the positioning of the sewer hoses. I need it higher.
Yeah.
I need it just a little. Figure out a way to get it up off the ground a little bit. Somehow elevate the tires, put in 15-inch rims, increase the suspension. But I want at least 6 more inches on those sewer hoses to the ground, because you're going to drive down, you're going to bottom out, and you're going to snap off your sewer hoses. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about that.
That ain't going to be pretty.
But that's it. I mean, and I think that maybe they'll see this and Coachman will change that design. That's going to be my hope, because that's the only thing I can really find wrong with this RV is the positioning of those sewer hoses. Well, that is going to be a look at what I think is the steal of the show here at the 2024 Florida RV Super Show. Let us know what your thoughts on this unit is down below in the comments section. Now, please do us a favor while you're down there. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. It really does help build the channel.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell icon. And that way, every single time we upload a new video, you'll be alerted to it.
Until next time, happy camping.